As dawn spreads across the savanna, a small creature begins another fight for survival across the unforgiving grasslands. The honey badger, a fearless animal willing to challenge some of the most dangerous predators. No overwhelming strength, no unmatched speed, only relentless determination, incredible toughness, and a survival instinct unlike almost anything else. In such a harsh wilderness, what makes even powerful predators stay cautious around this tiny creature? Honey badgers are among the toughest small mammals in the wild. With thick skin that provides remarkable protection against many bites and stings, they are well known for their fearless nature and willingness to stand their ground against much larger predators. Honey badgers have a highly varied diet, feeding on everything from insects and venomous snakes to small animals. In harsh environments, they survive through persistence, adaptability, and extraordinary survival instincts. As the dawn breaks over the desert, the honey badger begins its hunt. In the early morning sun, its two-colored coat gleams like a silver armor against the golden sand. With its four strong, sharp claws, it relentlessly digs through layers of sand, searching for insects, scorpions, and small snakes hiding beneath the surface. Remarkably, the venom of a scorpion is almost ineffective against it. With a single decisive bite, the prey quickly vanishes in a cloud of dust. These patient and precise hunts make the honey badger a vital link in nature, controlling populations of small animals and maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. During the dry season, the savanna becomes harsher than ever. As food sources grow scarce, venomous snakes become an important target for the honey badger. Amid the dry grass, a cobra nearly 6 feet long spreads its hood wide, ready to strike within seconds. But against the honey badger's relentless aggression and fearless nature, that advantage can quickly disappear. Then the decisive moment finally arrives. The honey badger keeps circling, changing direction unpredictably to force the snake into striking first. The tension lasts only a few brief seconds. Right after the snake misses its attack, the honey badger suddenly closes the distance, targeting the head with remarkable precision to quickly gain control over the most dangerous threat. Even after being affected by venom, the honey badger can recover after a few hours of rest and continue feeding on its hard-earned meal. That remarkable resilience has made it one of the few predators willing to regularly confront venomous snakes across the savanna. In the harsh wilderness, resilience can sometimes be more intimidating than venom itself. Across the African savanna, the lion is still seen as the ultimate symbol of power. An adult male can weigh more than 400 pounds, with a strike powerful enough to bring down large prey in just seconds. But within that world of massive predators, there is still one small creature that seems to know no fear: the honey badger. The encounter begins when the lion moves too close to the honey badger's territory. Instead of retreating, the honey badger lowers its body, raises the thick fur around its neck, and prepares to charge if the lion gets any closer. Its goal is not to defeat the larger predator, but to force hesitation. That relentless determination is enough to make even a lion cautious, because even a minor injury could affect future hunts. Most encounters like this end without a real fight ever happening. In the wild, strength is not always about size, but about the determination that makes an opponent hesitate. Among the dry trees of the savanna, honey is one of the honey badger's favorite foods. The rich sweetness and the nutrient-filled larvae hidden inside the hive make it willing to take risks, even against a swarm of aggressive bees, to claim the reward. For many animals, a hive protected by thousands of bees is nearly impossible to approach. But for the honey badger, it is a food source actively worth seeking out. To locate hives hidden deep inside tree hollows or underground, the honey badger relies on its extremely sharp sense of smell and remarkable memory. It can return to the exact same spot where it previously found a hive, especially when it knows there is still honey and larvae left inside. Approaching from the side of the tree, the honey badger uses its powerful, sharp claws to tear through the outer barrier. Within moments, the entire swarm rushes out and attacks, yet its thick skin and coarse fur help protect it from most of the stings. Even with bees covering its head and body, the honey badger shows little hesitation, continuing to dig deeper to reach the honey and larvae before finally pulling away. In the wild, very few animals are willing to face an entire swarm of aggressive bees for the sake of their intense craving for honey, like the honey badger. Across the African savanna, the rock python is one of the most formidable ambush predators. An adult can grow longer than 10 feet, with enough crushing power to overwhelm many animals in a short time. But this time, the creature following its trail is the honey badger. With its sharp sense of smell, the honey badger slowly moves toward the place where the python is hiding. Unlike many other animals that would keep their distance, it continues closing in with its familiar, fearless determination. As the honey badger moves too close, the python suddenly strikes. Its powerful coils quickly wrap around the smaller animal, making the advantage seem firmly in favor of the massive predator. Just as the honey badger seems trapped, a jackal suddenly appears near the bushes, briefly distracting the python. Seizing the moment, the honey badger twists its body with force and breaks free from the tightening coils. In the end, the resilient survivor quickly drags the remaining meal into the brush, right before the eyes of the nearby jackals. In the harsh wild, survival is not always about overwhelming strength, but about waiting for the right moment to change the outcome. Along the boundary between muddy water and cracked, dry banks, the crocodile remains one of Africa's most feared predators. An adult can grow longer than 13 feet, with a crushing bite powerful enough to turn the water's edge into a deadly zone. But the honey badger understands exactly where the danger begins and where it should not go beyond. Instead of confronting an adult crocodile, the honey badger focuses on younger crocodiles, moving away from the water's edge. Once it spots a target, it circles constantly to confuse the smaller reptile before suddenly rushing in and attacking the tail while carefully avoiding the powerful jaws. The moment the young crocodile hesitates, even for an instant, the honey badger immediately takes advantage to secure a valuable food source during the dry season. Along that boundary between land and water, survival often belongs to the one that knows the perfect moment to act. Across the African plains, hyenas are known as fierce, opportunistic predators. They move in packs, possess incredibly powerful jaws, and will compete for almost any food source. But this time, they are facing an opponent even more relentless than themselves. Across the sun-scorched grassland, the pack of hyenas slowly closes in around the much smaller animal. But instead of running, the honey badger repeatedly strikes back whenever the predators move closer, targeting their legs and sensitive noses. Its fierce counterattacks and lightning-fast reflexes force the entire pack to hesitate again and again. After several failed attempts to move in closer, the hyena pack eventually loses patience and drifts away in search of easier prey across the vast savanna. In the wild, relentless determination can sometimes be enough to make even the most fearsome predators walk away. Beneath the scattered trees of the savanna, the leopard is the embodiment of silence and precision. With a powerful bite and remarkable ambush skills, it can quickly overpower prey and drag the carcass into the trees to protect its meal from scavengers. Most smaller animals choose to stay far away from this solitary predator, but this time, standing before it is an opponent that seems almost fearless. The encounter unfolds in an atmosphere filled with tension and caution. The leopard circles constantly, searching for an opening, while the honey badger refuses to back down, always turning to face the threat and staying ready to react at any distance. Each time the leopard tries to move closer, the honey badger charges forward with rapid, relentless attacks, forcing the solitary predator to think carefully about the risk of injury. After several attempts to move in without gaining a clear advantage, the leopard eventually backs away into the shadows and disappears into the quiet savanna. In the wild, survival does not always belong to the strongest, but to the one that makes the opponent realize the cost of the hunt is simply too high. Across the harsh savanna, the honey badger may not be the strongest, but it is one of the few animals every rival treats with caution. It almost never backs down, whether facing prey or predators. In the wild, survival does not always belong to the biggest animal, but to the most relentless one. If you enjoy these wild encounters, be sure to like and subscribe to stay with the journey. And the next confrontation may be even more intense than anything ever seen across this savanna.